Welcome to Flash Tutorial Ramp Game Part 3. It's a follow-up to Ramp Game Part 2. I have the Flash Tutorial Ramp Game Part 2 opened on my computer. I'm locking all the layers, unlocking the ball layer. On frame 3 I'm inserting a blank keyframe. Open the library and drag the ball movie clip onto the stage. Let's make the stage 50%. Open the properties panel, and on the X axis I want it to be 120, and on the Y axis I want to be 30. Lock the balls layer, unlock the lines layer, click here, insert a keyframe. That brings all these lines up to this frame. Click on these two frames like this, get that fuzzy square, drag it over like that, and then drag it back once. Lock that. Click here on this first frame of the buttons layer, right click, copy that frame, go here, paste that frame, come into the second frame, right click, copy that frame, come here on the fourth one, paste that frame, go up here to the button labels, select that first frame, right click, copy frame, go to the third layer, paste frame, select the second frame, copy frame, and paste it in position number 4. Paste frame. Go all the way up to that frame 4, right click, insert keyframe. So I have my borders all the way up there. Unlock the targets layer, select frame 3, insert blank keyframe. Open up the library panel and drag a target onto the stage. I'll put it over here. Open the properties panel, call that TARG1 underscore MC, target 1. Do the same thing here, get that fuzzy square on this target frame 3, drag it to the right, then drag it back once. Select this fourth frame, insert blank keyframe, come over here, level 2, L-E-V-E-L 2. This frame right here was frame 3. Come here, insert keyframe, and double click, unlock that frame's number layer. Click on that and make that a 4. Lock all layers. Open up frame 1 of the actions layer. Right click, select all. Right click, copy all that information. Select frame 3, convert it to a blank keyframe. Open the actions panel, paste it in. And we're going to use the same button, and we're going to be going here to level 2. We'll change that to a 2, and this would be the new parameters, which we made were 120 and 30. Go to the second frame of the actions panel. Open the actions panel, right click, select all, right click, copy, insert a blank keyframe on frame 4, open the actions panel and paste in all that information. The stuff up top is all good till we get down to way down here. So now we want to, when we hit the border, go back to start 2, Here we want to go back to start 2. Here we want to go back to start 2. And if we hit the target, we want to go to start 3. Back to the timeline. If we look at the buttons label, frame 1, the buttons label, this down here, I'm going to make it bigger, says level 1, which is right. This one says drop ball, which is right. This one says level 1. Well, that should say level 2. So unlock that buttons label, double click on that, and change the 1 to a 2. Lock that. And this one here should say drop ball. If we look at this third frame right here and open the properties panel, it says start 2. So here on frame 5, insert a blank keyframe. Come over here to the properties panel, START, start 5. That's the name of that frame. We've already written code using that. Come up to the frames number, unlock that frames number layer, insert a keyframe, and change this, make this back to 50%, and change this number to a 5. Good. Now let's make this so we can see it. I'm locking all my layers, and I'm unlocking the lines. I'm selecting frame number 3 so I can see all my lines. And now we want them to be able to hit this target. Selection tool, and let's quickly just move these into a position where this should hit the target. If I put it like that, that looks like that might do it. And let's give this our first test. Could have a lot of things wrong. This is level 1, frame 1. We're going to let it come down and hit the target. We know that if it misses, we'll get back to this position, so we know that works. This sends us to frame 3, which works. Now we've got them lined up. Hopefully it'll come down either here, directly hit it here, or this will hit it. Now we can move this. Okay, go to where we're told to drop it. Drop it. It just stopped there. Now we got to go find out why we didn't, when we hit this target. Oh, because we didn't give that target, I think, a name. So it's on, a problem is on frame 4 where we're not doing anything when we hit the target. So let's check our action script for frame 4 about that target. And here it is. It says when the ball hits a target, it should go to start 3. And this here should be start 3 right here. I called it start 5. You might have picked that up and not had this problem. Let's test it again. Okay, we'll let it go through this one properly. We'll let it hit. Takes us to frame 3. This time what we'll do is we'll not let it hit the ball, not let it hit the target, and it should come back to frame 3 when we drop it. It's not allowed to hit a target, being blocked. And back to frame 3. That looked like that worked quite well. And this time let's try to hit the target. I'm sure that's going to work. And hopefully it'll jump to frame 5. We now have 2 levels working and sending us to, in our case, frame 5. I think that's enough for this video. There will be a follow-up. It'll be Flash Tutorial Ramp Game Part 4. Make sure you save this FLA if you plan on doing that next part. Hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.